whether I'm running a campaign for a civil rights attorney that's targeting African Americans, with police brutality issues, or a campaign for a personal injury lawyer that wants to target Mexican day laborers, I understand that I can adapt the messaging to the ethnicity, right, to the avatar. But really what I'm trying to do is create a emotional connection and build trust with the messaging. At the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to do. And so what I've discovered, and this is one of the reasons why I'm a CMO and no longer in the agency space, is that you do that not just with the top level marketing, but you do that with the entire journey. So as a CMO, I get to focus on, you have the ad, you have the campaign, but then what happens after? How do you treat that customer when they call your office? How do you communicate with them once they're a client? How do you remarket to them if they don't decide to hire you right away? So I get to get into all those spaces as a CMO, and it's all about that fundamental thing, the happiness feeling, the relaxation feeling, the, okay, this is exactly what I need, that they get me feeling. And that, like you said, I think part of it is, me being flexible and open and connecting with different cultures, but it's being able to go deeper and see what's fundamentally similar across every single culture.
Yeah, I agree 100%, So most people that I know of that's been in the marketing world as long as you, a lot of them have gotten out. So what made you stay in and just kept going?
I'm a child abuse survivor and a glutton for punishment, I think. I don't know. I just love data, and I love the business owners. Honestly, the reason that I've stayed in this space is that I really have wonderful relationships with my clients, and even people that are no longer my clients, I care about them as people. And that's what keeps me going. Like, I love the feeling of the business owner comes to me and they've got this hot mess in their marketing, and then they get this relief from having things untangled, having things work more smoothly, things be more predictable. And I love that. I love giving them that. I think business owners deserve that. And I'm a first generation entrepreneur. My parents were immigrants, and I'm still trying to figure out, certain things in my business. And a lot of the business owners that I work with, they're also first generation entrepreneurs, and they deserve better ROI from their marketing, and that's what I'm passionate about. And again, one of the reasons why I'm a CMO, because when I had an agency and when I was in the marketing space that most people are in, you get so caught up on providing the service, right? You own a digital ads company, and what you provide is digital ads, and it's just so linear. And yeah, it's hit or miss. Sometimes it works. Sometimes the digital ads are what you need. Sometimes the TV ads are what you need. What's frustrating and what makes it not so fun is when your client needs something else, but that's not a service that you offer. That's not something that you can solve. Like, I remember when I sold TV, like, I wanted to run for the hills because people would buy TV ads for me and they would run, and the ads were perfect. The messaging was great. Everything was great. But the conversions or the clients weren't coming through the doors because they didn't have a good website. They didn't have a social media presence. They weren't really easy to find on Google. They had all these missing pieces that I couldn't address with my service, and that's what led me to launch the agency. I was like, maybe if I have a full service agency where I can do everything, I can do this. But even then I tapped out. And so it becomes like a kind of a hell, really, if you're the kind of person that really wants to help people grow their businesses. It's such torture to not have the full bandwidth of resources and services that the client needs, and even just teams. Like, one of my issues with my owning an agency that it couldn't settle in my spirit was, I can have the best possible team, and it's not going to be the right fit for every single business. And I won't know that until they've given me money and I've spent time, and it's a waste for everybody. And now as a CMO, I don't have that problem. As a CMO, I can go into any business and say, all right, you like to work like this. I'm gonna hook you up with this vendor. You need an in-house person. I'm gonna put an in-house person and create a process and train them. Now I get to do it that way. And that's why I love it, because I'm no longer limited by what tortured me about it, which was the results piece. It's really hard to give people results, to give people growth without a robust 360 approach. And it's nearly impossible to have a comprehensive, effective 360 approach if you own an agency and if you only focus on one tactic. It's so hard. And as a CMO, I get to do it. And it's fun and I love it.
Yeah, I can imagine with things changing so fast and social media started to be like commercialized and
exactly.
Yeah.
My aha moment when I knew that the agency business was not quite right for me was when a really awesome attorney that I still work with today had a conversation with me and my agency, and at the time I had 2 other partners. And he said, I want to get on this TikTok thing. It looks like it's gonna, really blow up, and I want to get on this TikTok thing. How can we make videos for TikTok? I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea. I've been reading a lot about it too, and I think it is gonna be a great opportunity for you. And like, I got kicked under the table, and I'm like, they're like, giving me the eye, right? And I'm like, okay. So then we debrief like as an agency, and the conversation was, we can't sell that as a video service because our team is designed and structured to make more long form video or like TV ads, like high quality production. We don't have the capability or the team, and it would take us way too long to like build